What up, everyone? IntraVenus here from P.O.L Game Review. And I figured since I had these, I should probably go ahead and show anyone who's never unboxed one of these before. Also in this video, I'm going to include the 3DS with the R4 Gold Pro card, which I have 123 DS games on. I mainly just included this DS because I figured, hey, I have an unboxed, so why not show you all? So first, let's go ahead and open our DS. If you've never bought a DS before, the DS Lite, I must specify, this was the case that it came in. And we do have all of the goods in here. Let's go ahead and dump them out. It's not as conveniently packaged as the 3DS. It's all just kind of shoved in here. And I may have lost a couple of the booklets. Let's see if there's... There we go. DS Lite. We got an instruction booklet. We've got the PictoChat instruction manual. And we have the health and safety precautions booklet. And then we of course have the Nintendo Club dealie. Now I also want to say that if any of you want to try to grab the codes from anything I see in my videos, go ahead and try. I haven't tried any of them. Maybe they're working, maybe they're not. Good luck to you if you get one of them. First come, first serve. Okay, so here we have the DS. Blue, as on the package. And these were really sleek. I really liked them a lot better than the regular DS, the DS Lite, even though it cramped my hands a little bit. The triggers are nice. And best of all for the older DS is when you pull this out, you've got a little slot for Advance, Game Boy Advance games, which is really cool. It's one of the reasons why I've held on to this one for so long. And there's your disc slot on top, your charger, your audio slider, and of course, we've got the stylus here on the side, best place for it, your power, and the headphone jack. So there it is. It's a beautiful system. I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was a little weird when it came out with the two-screen system, but it's pretty cool. So there we have all that. I'm just gonna push it to the side. Now also, I will go ahead and highlight this little 3DS carrying case I have, which you can lock in right here with the strap and this guy. Put your 3DS in there, you got 3 game slots, a little extra thing. Pretty nifty. So now we get to the mama, the 3DS. Of course, this was originally opened by a child who was anxiously trying to get to their Nintendo product, and they just kind of tore it there, so I put a little tape. But this is how it came. This is the original 3DS, much heavier, much bigger box in Cosmo Black. And yes, it's just all in all quite an improvement on the system. The only thing that's not complete in here is I seem to have misplaced my stylus, so I need to get another one. But here's your first chance at a Nintendo code. If I do, I don't know if that's a code or not. Maybe that's just for the warranty and stuff. So it came with this. Got a Nintendo Power subscription card. That's always cool. It came with manuals in all kinds of different languages. So here we have 3 different language instruction manuals. French, I want to say French, Spanish, and English. We have a massive instruction manual. Operations manual. So yeah, that's also in 3 different languages. And then we have this in 3 different languages. This is our the Street Pass Me Plaza advertisement and setup instructions. Now in here we have our AR game cards. These are for the of course the kid tore that too. These are for the different artificial reality games. I think that's what that stands for. Augmented. Augmented reality. Sorry, guys. Here's your charger cable. I really like how they do that on all the DS's. And of course, the system, which you've seen in my 2DS comparison video. You got your audio headphone jack there. We've got volume, SD card slot, which pops out like so. There is an SD card in there, which, you know what? I kind of forgot that was in there. I think the original came with an SD card. I want to say a 4 gig. I'm not quite sure. There's your wireless switch, your 3D switch there on the side, and you have your all your control doohickeys. Little tiny shoulder buttons. This is where the stylus goes once I find it again. Your IR receiver, infrared. You got this right here, which is my R4 card, and this is what we're going to go into now. The R4 Gold Pro card has 123 DS games on it, and that's really just based on what size micro SD you have in there. I think I only have an 8 gig in there. I mean, you could get one big enough to hold every DS game for sure. There's your charger. So let's go ahead and power this baby on. It says SpongeBob. I don't even have that game on there. That's there's different updates and they resemble different game cartridges. Make sure my volume is up. So here we have it. First, I'm going to give you a quick run through of the R4 card. Not the controls. I don't really think that's necessary, but I just want to show you all the games I have. Super Mario 64 DS. I'm not even going to say it was too many. I'm just going to go through them, so just watch. Castlevania, awesome. The Crash games aren't that good, honestly, for the DS, because they changed it up. Chrono Trigger. I have both the Legend of Zeldas on here. The Mega Man Zero Collection. Contra 4. Donkey Kong Jungle Climber. Dragon Ball. Chinatown Wars. Incredible Hulk is actually a pretty decent platformer. It's a little slow. Kirby Canvas Curse. A lot of Lego games. There's the other Zelda, Spyro, Mario and Luigi games, Mario and Sonic games, Mario games, Mario and Donkey Kong games. Let's see here. New Super Mario Brothers. Pokemon Black, Pokemon White. Rayman. This one, Resident Evil Deadly Silence, is a port of the first Resident Evil game, which is tight. Sonic games, Spider-Man games. Oh, look, I do have a couple SpongeBob games. I didn't even know those were on there. And the legendary Starfy, however you say that. Touch the Dead. I recommend that to anyone who has a DS or 3DS. Or 2DS. And there you have it. Last game, Yoshi's Island DS. You know what? I'm going to end with that and go ahead and select it so you can be sure that these games all run. And, you know, I'm not just pulling your leg with some strange fake program. Now, here I would like to note that if you saw my 2DS, 3DS comparison, the screens are so close together on the 2DS that this really looks nice all close together with the two screens, since they box it off at the top and the same size on the bottom. So here we have Yoshi's Island DS. It works flawlessly. And yeah, I'd recommend this game. So here we have it. We are playing it. And the only thing that I don't believe is possible, unless I just haven't figured it out, is to change the game each time. You have to exit and go back in, which seems ridiculous. I'm sure, at least I was sure, that there was a way to get back to the game select screen without having to exit and go back in. Not that it takes all that much time, but it's a little bit of a hassle. If you do know how to change games without exiting, please tell me in the comments. I'd love to know. So that's my R4 card. Notice how it says the date and the time up here. You can just load whatever games you want on here. And the cool thing is, all you do is you connect this to your computer, which is really easy. You can just put, one way I like to do it is put the micro SD into an SD adapter to slide inside my laptop, download some ROMs for the DS. They're really easy to find, and then just unzip them and drag and drop them onto the memory card. It's really easy. I know some people are against emulation, but there are some of those harder to find games like Touch the Dead and the Legendary Starfire and stuff like that. Some games that maybe are more expensive and not so hard to find, but if you want to try the games out before you buy them, you might as well try the emulator first. Now, like I said in my other video, I do plan on selling this and the R4 card, mainly because I got my feel for what games I like, which ones I don't, and I'm going to go ahead and now sell that and invest in the actual DS games, because I don't like to cheat, and I really like to have the physical copies, and honestly, I just like the way the 2DS feels better than the 3DS. So there you have it, folks. Stay tuned for more. This is IntraVenus from the Game Review, signing out.